Good morning. Good morning, spiritual family. We have quite a treat this morning. We have some new musicians with us. I would like you to go ahead and give me the first slide with Alyssa's. Yeah, oh, back one. This is Alyssa and Mitchell, and they're called Living in Love. And you'll understand their name once they start playing. So we're going to stand up and have our first song. Go ahead to the next slide and take it away, kids.
I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my power over the mountains. I send my power over the sea. I send my power into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my peace over the mountains. I send my peace over the sea. I send my peace into the heavens, and it returns to me, and it returns to me. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am.
Hey, good morning. Happy Interdependence Day. Yeah, we're being guided more and more towards our inner being. That's what this holiday is all about. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But welcome. We're glad that you found us here today. We've been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us. We're at the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Steve Van Meter, your senior minister. And I know you have a lot of different places you could have ended up this morning, but you found yourself here. Sit back, relax. You are about to be spiritually gifted with knowledge. Now, if you decide to partake of that, that's on you. But you will be provided with a smorgasbord, and I don't mean just the food that we have. We have metaphysical food for you, so eat up. But we're going to do what we do every Sunday, and that's read our vision mission statement for our center, which says, we are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles. Again, I want to welcome each and every one of you here, and thank you for being here this morning. And we have I had a challenge with my computer this morning. First, my car went on the fritz, so I had to grab my Jeep that has the kayaks on it. So you see my Jeep with the kayaks out there. And I went to grab my stuff, and I grabbed my gig bag instead of my computer. So I went to go print out the announcements, and I had my music stand instead of my computer. But, I have a phone, so, hey, it's all good. So here's some announcements for this morning. First off, I want to thank everybody that brought goodies for our Interdependence celebration today. And if you would like to become a member of our center, there are applications in the seat backs. Membership has its privileges. When you dedicate your life to something, all of a sudden stuff happens, just how it works. If you want to take your application and put it in our suggestion box, our board will review it at our next meeting. And let's see. Upcoming events. Grooving into Gratitude Circle with Deborah Perdue. And what Sunday is that going to be, Deborah? It's always the fourth Sunday, which is the 27th, right? Yeah. Okay. We have it wrong on here for some reason. We have it on the 20th. So it's on the 27th. After service, right here. Is it going to be here or at LEC? LEC at 12:15, Grooving into Gratitude Circle, led by Deborah Perdue, our practitioner. This group provides powerful tips and tools each month to help you make gratitude your superpower. Next meeting takes place on July 27th, starting at 12:15. And it is a love offering basis. All are welcome. Our metaphysical book study is every Sunday morning from 9 to 9:15 over in our LEC building, and we're studying This Thing Called You by Dr. Ernest Holmes. And then from 9:50 to 10:05, we have our silent meditation facilitated by our practitioners. If you find yourself coming in a little bit late, be quiet as not to interrupt the other meditators, okay? And let's see. Then we have... let's do that in just a minute. We have Science of Mind magazines available. They just came in. And they've raised the price on our magazine, but we're not raising the price on you. They're still $10, and that gives you 2 months. So it's $5 a month. So I want to keep that price so that they're affordable for you. So the center is paying just a little bit more for your magazines. If you go to another center, they may charge more, just so you know that they have raised those prices with, everything that's going on. It's part of our, thank God we're rich, right? Yeah. Thoughts or Thing is our book of the week. These are 20% off at the bookstore afterwards. It's a great read. It's real thin. I like it compared to the textbook that's up there. It's like, whoa, I can't digest all that. And then Flowers Today are from Priscilla. Beautiful. Thank you, Priscilla, for giving us that little drop of beauty. Is there anybody that's here for the first time? We have a little gift for you. Welcome. Glad you're here. Anybody that has one of these cell phones, you want to put it on vibrate so God doesn't call me in the middle of my incredible talk. But if it does, we will stop so you can have your conversation. And come on up, and we are going to stand up and sing We Are One.
I know you know it. Sing it with me. We are one. We are one. I am you. You are me. We are one. And in this unity, we shall live in harmony as peace has come, as we are one. We are one. We are one. I am you. You are me. We are one. And in this unity, we shall live in harmony as peace has come, as we are one. Well, here we are. Hi, everybody. I'm Janis Garibay. I'm your podium practitioner today. I'm a licensed practitioner, and it is my pleasure and honor to serve today. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, and welcome to all of those on Zoom as well. And please join me in reading the gratitude now that'll be on the screen. I am so thankful to remember who I am, an essential drop in the ocean of the divine. All right. So if you have a prayer request, let's see. I think I skipped something. Nope. But I wanted to tell you that the practitioners are here to pray with and for you. And if you do have a prayer request, just fill out the yellow sheet that's on the seat back in front of you, or you can go to online. You can go to grantspasscsl.org. And when you have an answer to your prayer, which we know you will, use the blue form, and we'd love to celebrate that with you as well.
And if you wonder what we do, there is a gold sheet on the seat back in front of you, and us practitioners have our phone numbers on there, and we are here for you, and our main job is to pray with and for you. So today our table practitioner is Deborah Perdue, and she is holding the high watch for our service today. She is right there in the back at that table. And you can also place your prayer requests in that box where she's sitting back there. And also you can put them, when we give the offertory, you can put them in that dish when it goes by. And will the practitioners who are available today, please raise their hands as they can be available after the service to pray with and for you. And there's a few of us here today. So, that would be our great privilege and pleasure to pray with and for you. And also, you can give us a call from those phone numbers that are on the back of that page, too. So let's read the prayer together today, and we'll say that it's on the screen right here. By remembering and honoring our ancestors, we tap into a wellspring of wisdom, resilience, and strength. We are part of an infinite spiritual lineage. So let's remain seated as we sing, I Am Love. Beautiful. It always touches my heart. So the monthly theme is honoring, what is it? Rolling in the deep, I think. Yep, there it is on the screen. Rolling in the deep. So we're going to be honoring the deep current of wisdom, right? And the week title is Remember with the River Dolphins. So this month we are rolling in the deep, and we're diving into the vast currents of the ocean, not to escape, but to remember. Remember that we have the power within us to emerge from old patterns and embrace the truth of who we are. This truth, like the river dolphins gliding through the currents, is fluid, unyielding, and divinely intelligent. The idea of remember is central to our journey. It is not simply recalling events or facts. It is a spiritual act of reconnecting with the divine wisdom that flows through us and those who came before us. In Science of Mind, we understand that we are part of an infinite spiritual lineage. Our ancestors embody the continuity of life, carrying within them the universal intelligence that connects all beings. By honoring and remembering them, we tap into a wellspring of resilience, wisdom, and strength that transcends generations. This act of remembering is how we reclaim the truth of who we are, how we align ourselves with the divine intelligence that unites us all. River dolphins can serve as a powerful metaphor for this remembering. These extraordinary creatures carve their paths through waterways that connect countless ecosystems. Like them, we are part of a greater whole, an ocean of divine intelligence where every drop is essential and interconnected. The dolphins navigate currents with grace and purpose, teaching us to trust the flow of life. Can we too trust the currents of our spiritual lineage, knowing they carry us to deeper understanding and authentic living? When we embrace the wisdom of our ancestors, we shed the patterns that no longer serve us. These patterns may be rooted in fear, doubt, or a sense of separation from the divine. Just as the river dolphins adapt to shifting waters, we can adapt by releasing what holds us back and embracing the divine presence within. This act of remembering is transformative. This is a sacred act, a journey inward and outward. It invites us to see life not as fragmented moments, but as a continuous flow of divine intelligence. When we center ourselves in this awareness, we begin to perceive the sacred unity in all things. The river dolphins remind us that our journey is not a solo endeavor. It is one of collective harmony, where the divine currents of our lives intertwine with those of others. We are never alone in this spiritual lineage. The divine presence within each of us is a reflection of the infinite. Let us affirm this truth together in this moment. I remember the truth of who I am. Finally, let us ground ourselves in oneness and love, remembering and honoring our ancestors. I tap into a wellspring of wisdom, resilience, and strength. I am, and we are, a part of an infinite spiritual lineage. I affirm our connection to the divine intelligence as we open ourselves to the transformative power of remembering. We are not just individuals. We are expressions of the divine. We are living, breathing, spiritual lineage. So let us take a few moments now in the silence and reflect on the wisdom of the river dolphins and remember who we are. Now bring us back in a few moments. Gently returning to the room. Let us enter a sacred moment of prayer together. I know there is one infinite loving presence flowing through all of creation, dwelling within each of us here and on Zoom. I know we are rooted in an unbroken spiritual lineage, guided by wisdom and the divine intelligence that is present within all of us. Let us move with the grace of the river dolphin and flow of divine intelligence, living authentically, united in purpose, and guided by the limitless power within. I am overjoyed for knowing the truth and for the sacred remembering that lives in us all. And so I release my word now into the living, loving law of mind, knowing it is done. And we affirm this together. And so it is. Now we have special music by Alyssa and Mitch, who are living in love, and that's followed by Reverend Steve's wonderful message. Thank you all.
has a part within creation, and everybody here has a heart with motivation. So which way will you go, and will you choose to grow to higher realization? For the choice is yours to open up the door to live within salvation. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours. All the light and love you share, it is the greatest cure. So stand strong as you move on, for it is already yours. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours. Salvation. 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 Everybody here has a gift to discover, and everybody here can uplift one another. So which way will you go, and will you choose to grow to higher realization? For the choice is yours to open up the door to live within salvation. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours. All the light and love you share, it is the greatest cure. So stand strong as you move on, for it is already yours. Worry not, my fellow friend, for it is already yours. Salvation. 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 Salvation.
Put the lights back. Wow. Let's hear it again for Mitchell and Alyssa. Well, happy Interdependence Day. You know what? We're going to bring you guys back up real quick because we're going to do a little birthday song. Who's got a birthday this month? Hey, there she is. She's the one that gave me the note. July birthdays. Let's sing happy birthday. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Happy
Birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear
everyone. Kaylin,
Happy birthday to you.
many more. Well, what a week it's been, huh? I got last week off. I want to thank Reverend Laura Stewart, who sat in for me last week. I heard you guys had quite an experience with her. It's great to have some time off and to know that, this still rolls when I'm not here. But this month's title is Rolling in the Deep, and today's title is Remembering the River Dolphins. And we'll get into that in a minute, but there's so much that's happened in the world, and I need to address it. I would be remiss in my ministerial duties if I didn't talk about, some of the things that are happening in the world right now, because things are a little wild. Mother Earth is going to shake us off like a bad case of fleas at some point. And if we don't get with the program, right? If we don't start treating our parents with respect, right? So this month, we delve into the depths of the ocean and the profound wisdom of historically marginalized and oppressed people. By diving below the surface, we uncover the richness that lies beyond superficial understanding. You ever been in the ocean and you're trying to get out there and the waves keep hitting you? And you're like, oh man. Well, this is why we dive into the ocean, is you can get underneath the waves. And that's where the stillness is. Don't be tripped up by the surface of the water that's constantly hitting you in the face. Dive deep. The ocean, with its vast darkness, becomes a place of safety and a powerful teaching tool. Here, we reframe light and dark not as good and bad, but as essential elements in the ebb and the flow of life. This is part of what we do. If we just try to stand still, we're just going to get pushed around. But if you go with it, you become just like the seagrass. Just go with it. This doesn't mean that we aren't moved by it, but we're not uprooted by it. Balance doesn't mean everything is in perfect proportion. It's about recognizing the unique contributions of the different elements of life and our perspectives of it. We question stereotypes, exploring the myths and realities surrounding sharks, who, like many marginalized groups, are often misunderstood, and unfairly feared. Learning from our ancestors, we honor their resilience and wisdom while preparing to pass on these lessons to our future generations. What are we teaching our future generations these days? Boy, turn off the news. The news. This month's theme of Rolling in the Deep encourages us to embrace the unknown, appreciate the hidden depths of consciousness, and find strength and safety in the dark night of the soul sometimes, promoting a new, more inclusive and nuanced understanding of our world. But first, let's take a look at the metaphysical interpretation of what's happening in our world. Politically, even. I don't get political. I won't tell you how to vote. I'll just tell you to vote. That's on you. It is deeply rooted in the idea that our outer conditions reflect our inner consciousness both individually and collectively. Ouch. The turbulence and the polarization, the upheaval and the transformation that we're witnessing on a global and political scale right now point to a spiritual crisis. Do you feel like there's a little spiritual political crisis going on in your life? Well, fear not. It is a realignment, a new evolutionary quantum leap in consciousness. This is all part of the healing. You know, sometimes when you have a wound, you must expose it to the light to get the hydrogen peroxide and the neosporin all going on it, right? We are revealing our collective shadow side. And when we do that, we're doing that to heal it. A collective dark night of the soul. From a spiritual perspective, the chaos and the division are not merely signs of an old breakdown. They are signs of a new breakthrough. Fear not. What has long been hidden in the collective unconsciousness, fear, control, separation, racism, greed, patriarchy, is being brought into the light for healing. It's not always pretty, is it? Just as in personal growth, what I call a CTE, a collective transformative experience. Or I'm changing it to CUTE. Collective, unified, transformative experience. It's cute, isn't it? Yes. We got to make fun of it, or we're going to cry, right? It requires that we face our shadows together before we can transmute them. And here we are. That which is hidden must come to the light in order to be healed. You've got to do it. The only way is through it. We're witnessing the collapse of an old paradigm. And when things collapse, they get dusty and it looks like, you know, have you ever walked in the middle of a room and somebody's painting it? There's tape everywhere and there's drop cloths and the paint's either sanded or drying and it doesn't look good. But that's how transformation is. You ever clean your closet? You got to take everything out of your closet and put it on the bed. And then if somebody came in your room, in the middle of it, you'd be like, oh, don't go in there. Because you got to see what needs to be recycled or jettisoned or put to the dry clean. And then you can put back into your closet an order. When your closet's in order, your mind is in order. All right, don't go there. So the old systems of power, control, and domination are built on fear and separation and are no longer sustainable. In a world awakening to its spiritual magnificence. And that's what's happening. Everything that is no longer serving the ultimate goal of progression is coming up to go away. Politics is an expression of our human consciousness, mirroring the collapse of outdated paradigms, patriarchy, white supremacy, authoritarianism, environmental exploration, and materialism are all coming into the light for healing. Isn't this fun? How much spiritual coin did you have to pay to be witness to this right now? If you're here right now, it means that you are part of the transitional healing that needs to occur. You didn't just happen into this. You paid a lot of spiritual coin to be part of the light worker, part of the star seed of transformation. What appears as destruction is, in metaphysical terms, a dismantling of the false old ways to make room for the new, true ways of experiencing life. How's your shift going? Shift happens. I was waiting for that. A shift from external authority to enter spiritual sovereignty. Yes, spiritual sovereignty. You're talking about salvation. We don't need to be saved. We were never unsaved. But if you believe that you want somebody to save you, save yourself. Or put it on what you believe and say, divine energy, show me how I can transform this. See, this disillusion in our leadership and the media and the government is promoting individuals to look deeper within. Metaphysically, this is a call to reclaim our spiritual sovereignty, to stop projecting our power outward and begin embodying our divine wisdom. If you don't go within, you go without. It's enhancing our intuition and finding our truths from within. You know, everything that your family is like, go out there and get a job, go out there and get an education. You go out there and everything says, go within, go within. You're like, well, out, in, what am I supposed to do? But it's a metaphysical balance of both. You are where the rubber meets the road. You are right in the middle of the physical and the spiritual. People are beginning to awaken to their truth. That true authority is an internal spiritual wisdom, not an exterior political leader or party. We are beginning to witness the birth of our new enlightened consciousness, a new earth, and the true age of Aquarius is beginning to show itself. Despite the chaos in our world, something new is being born out of it. The metaphysical current beneath the surface is one of unity, love, and collective responsibility. Movements for justice, ecological regeneration, indigenous rights, and spiritual freedom are all parts of this new emergent consciousness, what some have called the 5D Earth, the Christ consciousness. The quantum field of oneness is now emerging. Do you feel it? Well, if you don't, you will. The soul of humanity is undergoing labor pains to birth a new, higher order of being. And birth can be messy, can it? Yeah. Doesn't always go the way you think. But that's why we're here. We are midwives of this new collective energy. We are the right people at the right place at the right time right now to accelerate this karmic change. Acceleration of karma and instant manifestation in the current energetic climate. The law of cause and effect, karma, is accelerating. What once took years to unfold now manifests rapidly. Politically, this means deception, corruption, and abuse are being exposed more quickly, and high-frequency intentions are manifesting faster when aligned with spiritual truth. So, what's our spiritual takeaway from all this chaos? Not my monkey, not my circus. But I am the monkey in the circus. It is me. You know, I can point and say, well, it's them. But if we truly believe this teaching that there's only one of us here experiencing lifetimes all at the same time, we are it. Metaphysically, we are in a time of purification and rebirth. While politics may appear to divide and be volatile, the underlying truth is this: love is emerging. Truth is rising. And the new age of Aquarius is being born right before our very eyes. The divine idea of justice, harmony, and unity are unfolding through us, not to us. This is not the end of the world, but the end of a world based on separation consciousness. See, we're in the middle of transformation, and it's messy. Our work is to stay anchored in truth, spiritual practice, and spiritual discernment, and be good midwives of the emerging New Earth paradigm. Which leads me into today's talk. I'm doing 2 talks every Sundays, yeah? So that was the first one. Today's title, Remembering the River Dolphins, is from a reading by Alex Pauline Gumbs, who wrote in her book, Undrowned, Black Feminist Lessons from Marine Mammals, Emergent Strategy, Book 2, page 42 and 43. And this is what she wrote. I wonder what it means for an ocean dolphin to swim upriver. The bottlenose has a range across the entire planet. The whole ocean is open, and yet sometimes they will choose the boundless and specificity of a river. Brackish water, narrow shores. And I didn't know what brackish meant, so I was like, what is brackish? Brackish water refers to water that is saltier than fresh water, but less salty than seawater. So you're in between. Feel in between nowadays? Kind of pulled this way and pushed that way? Why? The message for me today is about specificity. About choosing a lane with all my infinite potential. About how my world-traveling grandmother made a commitment to a small island. About how strong we grow sometimes swimming upstream. About what the world can learn from the visibility of our message in a context that is specific enough to ring clear, and to trust that all water touches all water everywhere. For all of you ocean dolphins wondering, what am I doing in this river full of mud? Remember why Harriet Tubman went south. She didn't have to. She was skilled and untraceable. She could have been individually free, unencumbered, but if she wanted to tell an everlasting truth about freedom that would ring across the planet, a message for the ages, she had to live free in unfree space. It was the only way to bring us all with her. Thank you, my loves, for the bravery of your freedom in spaces of clear limitation, in spaces of muddy reality. Thank you for your decision to do not what you could do, but what you must do. Thank you for teaching the difference between privilege and courage. Escape the transcendence, reaction, and revolution. Your endurance inscribes an eternal alternative carried by bottles and bottle noses, blood and breath. Message honored, message received. Again, that's Alex Pauline Gumbs from her book, Undrowned Black Feminist Lessons from Marine Mammals. It's a great little reading there. I didn't understand the title until I got to that reading. I was like, okay, here we go. This idea of remembering is tied closely to our core belief of interconnectedness, divine wisdom, and the power of our consciousness. See, our ancestors embodied the continuity of life and the universal intelligence that flows through all beings. There's not a spot where God is not. By remembering and honoring them, we tap into a wellspring of resilience, wisdom, and strength that transcends generations. This practice reflects our understanding that we are part of an infinite spiritual lineage, where the divine presence within us and is this direct inheritance from those who came before us. See, we have the energy of those who went before us. We stand on the shoulders and move in that consciousness if we can remember. Our personal power is central to this science of mind teaching, which emphasizes that our thoughts and our beliefs shape our reality. What you think about you bring about. So stop that stinking thinking. Change your mind. Just like to change the oil in your car, it has to happen. Unlearn the false narratives imposed by white supremacy or patriarchy. This is essential in reclaiming our spiritual power right now. That's partially what's going on. By shedding these limiting beliefs and embracing the higher truth of our divine nature, we align with the ultimate goal of life, which Dr. Ernest Holmes stated as a complete freedom from all discord from every nature. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? Yeah. Well, some of us are not, apparently. Some of us are in the process of awakening, so, don't slap people awake, butterfly kisses. Hit the snooze bar, and then some more butterfly kisses, and then you get the little tap on the back of the head. What's it say? Love. Respond with love. Sometimes it's respond with tough love. Sometimes, I have 3 70-pound dogs at home, and they would love for me to just put all the goodies out for them all the time. And they would eat them up. But that's not good for them. I have to be a good doggy dad and, give them what they need, not what they want. They're dogs. They would eat constantly. This process of unlearning and remembering enables us to reconnect with our true selves, affirming our inherent dignity and potential, and live in harmony with the universal intelligence that guides and sustains us. Are you ready for that? That's where we're headed. It is through this journey that we manifest our fullest potential and contribute to a world that reflects the unity and divine perfection at the heart of this teaching, the science of mind. And that is how we create a world that works for everyone. So it is. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Taffet 2. Well, it's time for us to follow our teaching and go within. So I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or take a soft focus on the flowers and the candles or whatever. And let's remember who we are together. So I invite you to bring to the forefront of your consciousness of what you believe the power of the wisdom of the universe that created you into the being that you are. You are that place of power. You are the unified field of all manifestation pinpointed into who and what you are. You are perfect, whole, and complete, exactly the way you are. And what I know is that something is moving right now as we have this collective transformative experience. And as we move through this new paradigm, we are gifted with all of the elements needed to move through this perfectly. We move our attention away from the challenge and move it into the miraculous energy of wholeness. Healing is happening right now. Revealing of the truth is happening right now. As we turn away from what doesn't work, not to deny it, but not to give it any more power, we turn into God. Literally, turning each cell of our being into the alignment as the divine idea, expressing as the countless life forms that we experience on this plane of existence. And as we do, we become part of the solution. We become the miraculous energy of thriving in our lives. New connections are made. New relationships are formed. Old ones are released back into the nothingness from which they came if they no longer serve us, thanking them for their
information. And we move into divine harmony with the universe, honoring this Mother Earth, honoring the animals, the energies, and work in harmony with nature to love this earth back to wholeness. Because I truly believe with all my heart and soul, a healing is happening individually and collectively right now. So I'm grateful. Thank you, divine, loving wisdom of the universe, for this information, for these new ideas, for these new connections that are healing us. We give great thanks in advance for the truckloads of good that are on their way to us right here and right now. And we let go. We release this into the living, loving law of mind, letting go of anything that may have previously blocked our inner flow. A new flow is being reestablished as love, healing, and divine wisdom. So I give great thanks, and I let go, and I let God be God in my life as we affirm this together by saying, so it is. Amen. Okay. Well, it's time for our, come on up, and we'll do our prosperity affirmation. So if you'd like to take your gift and put it on your heart, let's affirm this together. Today, I give great thanks for this wonderful community, and I give of my gifts freely and joyfully.
Fast from fear, feast on faith, feast on faith today. Fast from fear, feast on faith, fast from fear, feast on faith. You've got to fast from fear, feast on faith today. Fast from fear, feast on faith, feast on faith today.
All right, let's say a prayer for our offertory this morning. From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes and gifts have been collected. They are evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. They do good work in this world. They bless the giver and the receiver and allow this, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be open and available to those who are choosing to remember who they are, and for those who may not even know it yet. And for that, this whole community thrives with love, abundance, peace, and harmony. And our world is healed right here and right now. And so it is. Amen. Thank you so much. Okay, it's time for our peace song. Let's stand up and sing, shall we?
Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin
And now it's time for our benediction. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now.
Something wonderful is happening right now.
It's happening in my mind.
It's happening in my mind.
It's happening in my body.
It's happening in my body.
And it's happening in the body of my affairs.
It's happening in the body of my affairs.
I think it.
I think it.
I feel it.
I feel it.
And I know it.
I know it.
Just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is.
And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
Happy Interdependence Day. Have a wonderful week, everybody. God bless.